Welcome back to the channel, Farmer with Nick. Thanks for joining me here again on Wisconsin Dairy for another episode. And I am in the month of May, finally, after being in, I think the last month for, was it 3 episodes? So I've been doing a little bit off camera here, and I have a couple contracts I've already started, which I want to bring you along for. I didn't want to finish them without showing you what I've been up to, but I'm going to get close then to getting over 6 figures again here, and then we can start hopefully paying off more debt, getting more cattle, and then, like I said in other videos, expanding this operation, getting a couple more fields to this farm. And I'm almost filled here with this wagon, so let's do another pass, and then I'll show you where I've been working. A couple other places I really haven't worked, and having fun on these other fields. And then I do have to do some feed on this episode as well. I ended up feeding the calves and our other main barn off camera, but I just have to feed the heifer barn. So I have some feed already mixed up, so I have to take care of that as well. And is that going to give me, oh, so close, but I'm probably just going to leave that there. Alright, let's detach a wagon here, and then I have to get my other tractor actually. I'll just leave this here, but then yeah, I'll get my other we can unhook this as well. Then I'll get my other tractor and get the blower all set up here. I'll just put this in the harvester actually. Alright, but yeah, it's kind of nice to get into spring here. Now we're into May finally. Feels good to make some progress here on this farm. Now all of this that I put in the harvester and then that I put into the ag bags, let me just show you where they're at. They're over here. All of the corn that I've been doing here, I haven't sold any, and it's just sitting in storage. You can see here, what do we have? This is the silo. We have 28,000 liters, and then we have 52,000 liters in the bag. So I've just left it. I haven't really done anything, but that is something maybe coming up next, episode, or maybe even to next month. I might even start working on that. I know I could set those production points to just selling or distribute, whatever it is, but we'll see. Alright, so I do have some feed already mixed up. Let's drive around, give this to the heifer barn over here, and then I'll get to those contracts. I'll kind of show you what I've been up to here. But yeah, I think to make a little more money, because I have some plans, I'm going to show you what I'm thinking of doing with some of this money. But I want to start getting some more equipment. That way I'm not having to lease everything out here all the time. Alright, just fill this up here for the heifers. Here we go. Now, so we do have some manure in there that we could grab into our spreader as well. Alright, let's put this wagon back. So they should be good. A little bit of a mix. Calves are good in there. But yeah, I'm thinking pretty soon, now that we're gonna get some profits here, we can, or I can start to think of grabbing some more cattle in there, and then doing kind of what I did out of winter, which was paying off some of the debt I bought 2 fields, and then I got cattle. So I did like a little bit of everything, thinking maybe that's the way to go again. All right, let's hook this up. But yeah, I haven't sold anything in here. Nothing in the bags as well. I really haven't used this for feed at all. I know some of you might be wondering about that. I'm totally way off, aren't I? Yes. Alright, we're just gonna super strength this over. Make it look better. You didn't see anything here. There. Looks sort of on. Go forward a little bit. I know it'll probably just like a little bit. It'll probably still give it to me, but you know, that looks better. Alright. And then I'll show you where I'm at. So I have a mowing contract, like way out. It feels like in the middle of nowhere. And then I'm also getting some weeds off to the farm that's kind of next to this one here, like the neighbor's farm. But I figure start this episode, a little bit of corn, show you what I've been up to. So even this, that'll still unload. Yes, it will. Even this little field has been taking me a little bit of time, actually. So maybe I'll do a couple more passes with you guys, but otherwise, you know, I'll continue this off camera. But this was one of the new fields, and then this is my other new field, soybeans over here. And honestly, this corn, I was thinking more of it like would have ended up like this, but it's pretty good. Able to harvest it off of there, so I was kind of concerned more of it was going to be withered by now in game, but yeah, not too bad. So I'll take that. Alright, and while that's still going, let me show you where I'm at for contracts. So my farm is here, expanded a little bit north, got those other 2 northern fields, and then I'm over here in field 22 getting some weeds off for the neighbor. I really like these fields over here, so if I expand and go this way, definitely field 25, going to 23, 22, 21, but then so down here is like the co-op elevator. You have a couple awesome other cattle farms down here, but then my other mowing contract is way over yonder here in field 35. So that's where I've been. I've made some passes, but I'll show you what I've been up to. But even to get out there, I kind of just cut through these fields and like zigzagged around the forest. And later on, I was like going back there. I'm like, oh, there is a road back through there that I should have used but did not. All right, so let me just set this production. It should be going, right? There, okay, it is. Yeah, it is running. Just didn't see it. But of course, I don't do a lot all the time. All right. Let's hook this back up. Get one little pass here. Oh, that was weird. Did you see the pipe? Did you see the pipe of, I'm pretty sure I saw that too. The pipe of the harvester here kind of just like turn. Nothing attached. Spooky. Alright, see if I can get this here. Nope. Alright, second time's the charm. Can I get it? Nope. Alright. I know, it's like that pipe moved, I thought, when it like saw me. It was so odd. Alright, yeah, it's like hitting, I see where it's, I gotta move the pipe in. Move in. There, it must have moved. There, okay. Alright, should be good now. But yeah, kind of taking this playthrough a little slower, like I've said in past videos, and really enjoying it for what it is here. Gonna zoom out a little bit. There we go. And if you do this right, look at that. You see, you can get like 3 rows at a time, even though this is only for 2. But yeah, not too bad. Like I said, I thought more of this. I was kind of worried when I scanned ahead before I started playing on this month here of May. I was a little bit worried that it was gonna be worse out here. It looks like that wagon is full. Look at that. Must be something with the animation. Yeah, I did unload it. Obviously it says 3% in the box. It's really odd, and it's taken it, so interesting that it just looks full, right? Okay. Let's get to the mowing, and then we'll go over to the weeding contract and kind of come back and forth. So this is field 35. Like I said, this is way out here. And at first, I was like, how do I get out here? And then once I got out here, I was like, oh, there is a road. So my farm is like straight ahead. And then this road is the road I should have taken, which I didn't see until later. So I kind of zigzagged around this wooded area and kind of drove the field line there. So that's what I was up to. But with this, I decided to use my own equipment. I was thinking, of using and leasing out the mowing equipment for this field, but in the end I was like, I kind of like this setup. The one it gave you, what was it? It gave you like the mowing deck on the front of the tractor, and then it gave you like that winged mower on the back, base game equipment stuff, which is fine. But I ended up just saying, I'm going to use my own stuff here and start making my passes. So that's what I've been up to. But so that is all this contract is out in field 35, which isn't a bad area way out here. It's kind of nice. I like it. But being way out here, yeah, it took a while to drive out here, all that good stuff, And then obviously I took off mowing with any of the GPS lines. They're a little bit different how it automatically mapped this field. So I just decided to make my own passes, Alright, so I'm probably gonna do maybe a couple more with you guys. But I think I'm pretty sure this was 14,000 for this mowing. So really not that bad of a deal for just mowing it too. Just helping out the neighbor. Pretty simple, straightforward. And then I'll show you that field 25, or wait, field 22, excuse me, where I'm doing some weeding over there. And that goes quick. But that's a really nice setup, and that is not my setup. It kind of looks like what I would buy, but it is not my setup. It's base game. I think it's a 6R mower on that one. But yeah, let me get up here, and then I'm going to show you. No, I'm not going to do it probably in this episode just because I'm finishing up this other stuff. However, coming up in May here, I want to be planting some corn. I kind of want to purchase the field that I'm working in. It's a wheat field, and I did not get wheat in before winter hit, so we'll see with that. But if I could get a wheat field and get some straw off of it, even if they give it to me as a contract, and I'm not sure, could I get the straw off of it for free? So if I do a harvesting contract on wheat, can I get that? It's like a free, as a free resource, I believe. Now, I'm not gonna, say for certain. I believe on Alma, when I was playing, it was, one of my many playthroughs, but I think it was the third, the third playthrough on Alma, I was able to get the extra byproduct off. But yeah, don't quote me on that one. So we'll see. But I'd like to get some straw bales, as I'm kind of running out of straw. And with this map in particular, I am using a ton of hay. So silage, honestly, I'm doing really good on silage. I don't think I really need to be making more of that. I just need more hay. And then those, I think those bunker silos, that would be a great spot to kind of sell those, demolish those out of that side field with the ag bags, and then start putting some hay there, or you can put up a hay barn. You can do something like that. But all right, let me just set this back up straight. I know I start, and then it's easy to keep going. So let me just show you what I'm, getting ready to purchase. So I'm at 92,000, which is a good place to be. I just purchased that cultivator, this one, for 9,500. So we're good there. Seeder. Now, I don't have a lot of extra seed mods, but I've been liking this one. Either one. This one's 4 meters, that one's 5.2. But either seeder, this is what I had been using on a couple of my other playthrough series. So that's probably what I'm going to go to. Now, planter, I just got this mod, and I've been playing around with it. So there's this 4-row little planter. You can get it with the dry box, and then you can also get it with liquid tanks. So you can put down your fertilizer at the same time, which is nice. I don't want something this big. And honestly, even my 4955, I don't think it would be, I don't know. It could pull it, but might not be the best choice. So I'm thinking of either this 6-row or even the 8-row. So even this, I think my medium-sized tractor would be able to get it. So I don't know. That's what I'm kind of leaning towards. Maybe the 6-row planter, but that's why I'm kind of still working, getting some other contracts going here. That way I can purchase those two things and then maybe go forward with doing a little more debt and then getting some cattle, like I said. And then my eyes, are kind of interested in keep looking at field 22 or 25 is that next one. So I've been kind of eyeing those for the farm as well. And then obviously watching what's already on there. And honestly, I'd have to double check. I don't want to say it wrong. I don't even know what's on. Well, field 22 is the wheat field, which would be great. That's already planted. But yeah, field 25, I'd have to go back and look at it, like what's on field 25. All right. I promise this is my last pass. I'm just gonna go up to the the front there where I kind of started, and then we'll I need to jump over to the other contract here. But yeah, something like this, I don't feel, it's kind of nice having the game a little bit slower and playing it slower. I don't feel like I have to finish it in this episode with you guys. I can come back to it because I'm going to put out another episode here in May as I get to those other fields and planting and whatnot. And I gotta get the hay off the field too. So I have a lot of like little odds and ends, to kind of wrap up here before I push into the next month. So that is one nice thing about playing a little slower, is I can do that and take my time with this, and I don't have to feel rushed. I mean, this is a big field. I mean, I know it's only, what is it? I wrote it down. It's only 8 acres, but that's, decent with this size setup. All right, so I'm gonna pause there at this field. Let's jump into, wow, that looks so odd with the wagon full. Let's jump into the 6R here. So we are in the side field over here, but this is like the side cattle farm to mine. So this is the one I'm farming. Here's field 25. It's on there, beans. And then here is the side cattle operation. Now this, unfortunately, I wish this was functional. It is not, though. It looks so good. What a good like setup and pen setup with the barns. I love this. But back here is the functional setup. This is just such a cool layout. I mean, you could really have a nice nice operation through there. Absolutely. All right, so this is just some simple weeding here. Nothing too fancy. And this is not my equipment, even though this kind of looks like it would work with mine. Is this going at all? I thought I had it down. It's going, I guess. It's at 53% now. 54. Maybe I wasn't watching and talking. Maybe, yeah, my bad. Alright, I already did the outline here, so I know I'm good on that. But I definitely put on the GPS. Otherwise, it is super hard. And I got out to look. I mean, the weeds are just like minimal at that. You can hardly see them. But yeah, let me finish this up. This won't take long at all. And honestly, I never even use this kind of equipment. I pretty much bring out a sprayer, and that's how I control the fields for me. Usually just spray them, done. And I can see the weeds now. Yeah, you really have to look careful. Very subtle. And honestly, half of my problem is I let the field go too long, and then I realize, oh no, I have weeds in it, and just taking this in and kind of raking them out. Usually they're like too big by that point, and then the game won't let you get them out. So then I do have to spray to clean up the field. But at other times, especially when I have too many fields to take care of at once, I'll just kind of bypass that and take the crop loss a little bit. And it has happened before where I forget and I come back and it has weeds, but I just need to get the crop off of the field by then. And so yeah, I take a little bit of a loss on it, unfortunately. So that'll take us up to contract finish. Great. Okay. Complete. And what was this? Oh, because I used their equipment. So 5,200. There we go. I like this field though. This is really such a nice little area, and you get this cool little, you know, barbed wire T-post fence separating this and the next field. I like this a lot. So definitely going to keep this one in mind. It was nice kind of coming over here. And what is this? 29,000. That's quite a bit. And this one's a little more manageable at 12 and then 20 again. So yeah, it's a nice field. I like it. Yeah, 29,000. That's gonna be a little more. So I'm gonna have to wait on. I could get that one behind it, the $12,000 one. That one's not too bad. All right, and where are we at here? So I got some mowing, fed the cattle, finished that other contract, and we have the corn to do. Alright, so I'm just gonna make, because then I kind of want to get purchasing those other two pieces of equipment here. And I need to check on that field. I'm pretty sure, I can just double check, I'm pretty sure I tilled that up and raked it up so it's ready for corn, which I have to get that in ASAP here. Alright, so oh man, I am almost done with this mowing field, this mowing contract, and I believe it was 14 when I just glanced at it again. I should get all of it too, because of the fact I am using my own equipment. This is the first contract that I'm using my own equipment for. But I really like this mowing setup. This has been super fun to use this setup. And if you're wondering, you're like, well, Nick, what else have you used? I just show you quick. From the store, here we are, mowers. I have been using, right here, this Batwing mower. I really like this setup. And near me, there is a farmer that does some hay and stuff, and that's exactly what he uses behind one of his John Deere. I can't remember which model number it was now from my head, but it was similar to what I'm playing with right now. But that's what he uses on his fields out there. But I like this setup. This has been a little bit different, playing with it like this. Because that Batwing mower, like, you do like what, handful of passes, and I feel like you're done. And that thing moves too. It moves. Not that this, you know, is super slow, but it does take a little bit longer to get your passes done. And I'm not good enough to do like this. To stay in third person. Oof, that is hard. I know I could try it here. It's just a straightaway, but man, it's challenging. Alright, so I'm going to pause this up here. Let's get a little more corn into that wagon, and then I'm probably going to call it good here for this episode, and probably continue on here in May as well. Let's, yeah, I want the side-by-side. I'm going to go check that field quick. I'm pretty sure before I did everything, I took care of that back cornfield. Well, it was corn back there, because I put manure on it. Yes, I must have. Because I put manure in here. Fertilized only 50%. This is fertilized 100. So yeah, I must have came. Yeah, on some of this they got like a double pass. So yeah, this is ready to go. See, it needs lime. And do I have some lime over here? Oh, I do. Or is this fertilizer here? Let's get the... where is it? There it is. 40-20 over here. I feel like this would be lime because my intention was to use the manure and all of that to help fertilize these fields. That was my plan of action. So it needs some lime. I guess if this is lime, let's put it on. It is. Yeah, let's just go for it. Why not? Alright, little bonus content. Let's lime this field real fast. I'm going to put on the GPS actually for this. No, I know I probably don't need it, but then I don't end up like overlapping my application rate, you know. Yeah, then this field is ready to go, so that's really good progress. Now, I'm planning on doing corn out here again. I would have liked to put wheat. I mean, technically I can. Obviously, it's farm sim. I can kind of cheat that in if I wanted to. But, I don't know. I think my plan would be to put corn here again. I'd like to switch it out to beans or wheat, like I said. So maybe one more harvest on this field with corn. And then swap it out, you know, or I move that grass, you know, field that I put in and I switch it over to the field that I'm liming right now. So that could work as well. Right, and I just assumed, and I'm right, that was an extra bag. I think the last time I limed was this L-shaped field, this little one right there. Now this spreader definitely does not go far at all. So definitely gonna have to do a handful of trips actually, kind of back and forth to get this field done. There we go. Kind of timed that pretty good here. Get back on track. That's where the GPS does help out a lot. Especially because I don't want to, I mean, it's already going to take a while to lime this field, and I'll probably have to buy another bag here, I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm not going to get it done here with just this one bag, but, you know, you kind of get the idea. I'm going to finish this up, at least this bag with you guys. And if I have to buy another one, you know, so be it. Yeah, this 40-20 has been, look at, I should wash it, give it a wash. But honestly, I love the look of, you know, like wear and tear, rust, dirt. I like that look. I don't know what your preference is, but that look right there kind of just tells me, yeah, you have some game hours, you've been playing, and that's how I can tell. Not that, you know, I shouldn't not wash my equipment. I should wash the equipment, honestly. But my preference is to make it look kind of like it's been used, it's, you know, not brand new. I like that kind of style. So if that's you, you know, let me know. But otherwise, yeah, I try to keep my equipment clean and try to wash my tractors. but I just like how it looks right now, and it doesn't look pristine or super shiny, so that's what I'll go with. Alright then, yeah, I'm gonna have to buy another bag here. I do have a second though. You know what? We're just gonna cheat in the store really quick here. Because I do have a sec. I can just finish this with you guys and be done. And where are we going? I think I got a bag one last time. There it is. I should be able to get it with one, right? Right. And maybe I should invest in a better spreader. But I like this little one. It fits the, the tractor. So, and I believe I used this on my, yes, I did. I used this on my last Elma series, honestly. So I liked it so much I just came back to it, which I think it's appropriate for this. And for these small fields, I think it's completely fine to use this. But anything else, like those big fields back out there, like straight ahead, yeah, I wouldn't want to be doing this much liming with this small of a spreader. I was so close. Alright, I am almost there. Is it going to make my tires a little whiter? It is. That's nice. Yeah, it's kind of kicking up all the white onto the tread. That's so cool. Alright, so I have this little patch, and then that in the back part. I am so close. Now this is where I'd say, yeah, I need to wash this tractor. Now it's got dirt combined with, the white dust from the liming. There, tractor washed. Just kidding. Farm puddles do not count as washing your equipment. I get that? I got it. Alright. Now this is where I feel like I'm wasting a lot because I'm just doing this one little patch, but... And then I got that one square out there to do. Yeah, I'm so close. Let's turn off the GPS. Now that I kind of have it. Not that I really needed it, but to start, I don't know, I prefer it. But yeah, that looks like it needs to be washed, but it still looks pretty nice. I like that. I think it looks pretty cool compared to what FS19 was. Way different, right? Okay. This little spot. One more. Got it. And then I should be able to get most of this here, right? And got it. Except for that one little speck. You see it? Right there. Got it. And 20% still in there. So yeah, this is definitely where, just sitting on it. This is where I do need a washer. I don't even know if I have one for the farm. I guess I can just plop one down. But what I've been doing, and if you've seen any of my shorts, it is kind of funny. If you drive through these puddles here, now it will clean off the tires. It's not going to clean off the rest of the tractor, but you can see the tires getting cleaner here. Yeah, I should definitely wash it now. Now it looks pretty bad. I guess I could make a quick drive. I just don't think I ever bought... a washer. I guess let's go check. I feel like I would have... I guess not in there. place it around here. This seems like the other logical spot. I would have placed it. Nope. I guess let's just put one down. Spend a little bit of money. Oh, a little bit, right? 4,300. A little bit. Overlaps with other object. It's fine. Okay. All right. So yes. Spent money on a washer. Let's clean her up a little bit. This looks bad. I like the dirt kind of rust look, but the lime look I could do without. Oh, I don't want to move it. It's the... what is it? There it is. This will make it look brand new. There we go. Magic. Still some in there? Still see it on the step. You can see it there too. Yeah, too far away. You can see it right there. And you know where the loader goes. You still see some on the seat. Oh, it looks better, you know. Yeah, it does look better. Like zooming in, I can still see like little white specks on there, but I'll take it. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go there. Get a little extra bonus content. Honestly, I wasn't planning on liming that field. However, you know, it's just how digital farming works, right? You kind of get going with the task and you just keep going, right? Okay, we'll park this out here. That does look good. Nice shiny tractor. One thing I was thinking about too, if I should kind of switch the fuel consumption on these tractors. I don't know how many of you play with your settings with that to put it higher, because I feel like, man, I go through like a couple years on the farm and never have to gas up these tractors. It's kind of funny, you know. I feel like it should be higher. And even this tractor right now, I mean, I still have quite a bit of fuel in here. I'm not even at halfway, so that's one thing I was thinking about switching, but we'll see. I'll probably forget about it by the next time I record anyways. You know how life happens, so. Alright, I will let you guys go there. Thank you so much for joining me here on this episode in May. And if you're new to the channel, and I know a lot of you have been checking out the farm builds that have been coming out. Been working on those really hard. Also been checking out a lot of my shorts, which I greatly appreciate. But if you're new to the channel, I'd love to have you join the Farming with Nick community. Let me know what you think about these playthrough series, my shorts, or any of the farm builds. I always love to hear back, get your comments, and I love interacting with all of you guys. It's been just such a great pleasure here, playing and getting all your feedback and seeing what you guys are up to this summer as summer's coming to a close now, which is crazy, but it's been really fun here. So if you're new, I'd love to have you hit that follow button and join. And if you are continuing watching this series, thank you again for tagging along with me on this journey to kind of hopefully get out of debt, which I should. And if you're kind of just getting a quick update on it, I was 100K in debt to kind of start this little dairy farm with no cattle, and we're in a better place now. I paid off $25,000, bought a bunch of equipment so far, expanded the farm, and buying cattle as much as I can without breaking the bank. But I think we're in a good place, and I'm excited to get into the next episode here and start getting into some planting and actually probably getting some more cattle. So I'll let you guys go there, and I hope to see everyone on the next episode for Wisconsin Dairy Farm. Thank you again so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.